Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another Bloxstrike video. It's your boy Frost here, and today is a good day because trading is completely out. I want to go over a couple things for the trading update because technically there's a lot more that went into it, and they ended up changing a lot of they ended up having a patch as well as this big old, you know what I'm saying, trading update. So I'm just gonna go over it really quick. Basically, global marketplace, team voice chat, new M41S sounds, which it sounds pretty good, but the AK-47 is a little, I'm still trying to get used to it. I don't know how I feel about it. And then obviously there's trading, and then they also changed deathmatch to where they remove team limits and cap, and an ammo refresh on kill, and HP boost on kill, and they reworked shotguns and pistols with more similar camera shake to Counter-Strike 2, and the recoil system, accuracy, and slight damage buff. You know what I'm saying? And it pretty much across the board they have helped out into changing this game, making it feel a lot more better. Everything else is kind of miscellaneous, but you'll also be able to whenever you have a chance from leveling up, that you have a match bonus drops with 0.0007% chance to get a winter or / an exclusive cases that are pretty much phased out and are pretty much in reserve, and you can only get by, you know, trading. So I just want to be a little bit quick and thorough about that because honestly today has been a good day. Now, I've been playing the trading update since yesterday, and essentially I ended up going from like I traded out like what, my M9 for a couple other things. I made a lot of different trades, but I'll tell you what I have right now. I have a combo going on, but I recently, and I'm going to show you this right now, recently unboxed a Fade Karambit.
Again, hello.
Oh,
What happened?
Okay, why are my freshmen backwards?
I just gotta go, and I just see that his first was back. Holy shit!
Oh, you're lying. No fucking
What
way.
happened? You unboxed a
Still
Cara
here,
Fade?
Let's go! That by far put me up a lot of value, and generally, so we have our butterfly knife naval and title sports gloves, which, like I said, unironically look pretty good with the naval. I kind of like this combo. It's a pretty nice, you know, subtle combo, nothing too flashy. And then obviously we have the Karambit, you know what I'm saying, Fade, which is always going to be nice, and it's worth a lot. So yeah, we're gonna go check out the trading because I kind of want to talk to you guys about trading in general. Now, there is a couple things that I want to talk to you guys about trading because, you know, a lot of people are younger, or some people just don't really understand how trading can mostly work. And I want to be thorough about RAP. So RAP basically is just mostly the recently available purchase. It kind of, you can say it works like a value system altogether, but it's mostly of recent purchases of what's like has been in your inventory. So my recent RAP was 42,500 for the Karambit Fade that someone bought it for. And essentially you can use these credits here, or at least these trade tokens, and you can actually use these like how you would on Robux. And you can use these to, like, you know, whether if you want to actually buy cases, you can use trade tokens, which that's how I got the Karambit Fade. You can use that in order for you to roll cases. So technically you can sell your skins and being able to do that. Also, there is a global marketplace. If you're looking for anything specific, maybe like gloves, you know what I'm saying, you can scroll down, type in gloves, filter it, and it'll update, and you'll be able to scroll through the majority of what people have listed for gloves and whatnot. You can see all the wares and whatnot. Or if you're looking for anything specific, let's say like a Fade, whether it be for like gloves or just like actual knives, you can just type in Fade, you know what I'm saying, keywords that essentially, you know, pop up there. You can see all the fades that go in from there and whatnot. So yeah, and I think right now in the earliest iterations, a lot of people are just making a lot of trades. I'm just gonna say this right now, if you're not aware of what sharking essentially is whenever people lowball you from a high valuable, you know, item, and you end up making a trade. It's called sharking. Technically it's a snipe, but it's technically sharking. Skin sniping is whenever you go into the market and maybe, for example, you feel me, and you can kind of just check all the wares and stuff. So kind of like the RAPs, you can kind of just snipe them if they're selling it for lower. I've seen someone sell like a M9 Tiger. Someone sold an M9 Tiger, Tiger Stripes. They sold this essentially factory new for 100 of these, which, just to put it into perspective, that's literally $1 someone bought this off. And this happened literally the day of trading. And whenever trading came out, not a lot of things had RAP, so that meant that you couldn't really tell the, I guess in quotations, the value or the rates of what things are being sold at that time. So it was just crazy. Like, I was so mad about this. I was like, bro, I would have loved to snipe someone for this, because this is a beautiful knife. M9 bayonets and karambits are always going to be the most valuable. Someone actually sniped this for 1,300. Oh my god. Wow. And that was the recent purchase. Oh my gosh. I wish. So basically, hopefully, whenever we'll kind of have like a little bit of a series of us kind of like sniping stuff, depending on how much you know what I'm saying, tokens I'll end up having. But right now we are superbly up. Like I mean, like it's uncanny how far we're up right now of having such a good fade. Even the titles are pretty good. I kind of overbought them, but I'm kind of just gonna wait until like they kind of develop a little bit more, you know what I'm saying, as time goes on. And like I said, you can check your profile and pretty much see how much you have for your earnings and your listings. I have, you know, one of my minus boxes on there. And then you can come in here and you can generally trade with people. This guy I've tried to trade with before. He just wants to fade. He wants to swap a couple extra stuff. I'm not going for it. But let's say, for example, I wanted to go with this guy here. This guy's busy. We go here, right? This guy here, I see his inventory. Okay. This guy here is the only guy at the bottom. He recently hit me up. So he's trying to sell this. He's probably going to ping like, I want the karambit fade. And at that point, oh, he actually wants the navel. But still, if this is what I think it is, a Black Widow, I'm low-key keeping the butterfly knife, because it's going to be decently viable long time, long term, essentially. I think the trading update is pretty good. It's obviously not the best it could be right now, because everything is still kind of getting flushed in. This is the first couple of days, and honestly, man, I just have been on the ball. I'll probably put up some clips of some of the stuff that I ended up getting, for the reasons of how I ended up getting to this point of how much, you know, RAP I'm at, and we'll kind of just like go up from there. So yeah, in fact I actually helped out someone. I actually ended up helping out someone and gave them like 4 reds, and they ended up getting like a Flip Knife Noir, Racer Sports gloves, and they're at a butterfly fade. And this guy hasn't paid a single dime to this game, so it's like, you already know, like, that's insane to think about. But yeah, the trading update honestly is what pretty much everybody has been wanting. You'll be able to buy your kiosk. So like, say for example, if I wanted to come over here, you know what I'm saying, I could claim this booth. Boom, and this is my booth here. I can configure the booth, you know what I'm saying, put the VIP, because I have the VIP booth. If you know what I'm saying, we're running a whole VIP booth here, and you can actually advertise your skins. Now I don't know, like, you'll be able to do listings, but it's a coming soon feature, so this is just pretty much just for show and tell at the current moment. So, but anyways, like I said, you can buy certain tools, like actual booths. I don't really think it's really that worth it to buy a booth, but that's completely up to you. But these little items, I ended up buying a triple T back, because why the fuck not? And then you could do like a disguise kit, you do invisibility remote, kind of just fun little things, and you can actually just buy trade tokens. You can even give people trade tokens in case people wants to have them. And you can also actively send trades to everyone, and you can also click their names up here, and you can also spectate trades that, personally, like I said, I think this is a pretty cool feature that happens in real time when you're in the trading thing. You can just watch trades happen, and honestly, it's low-key kind of cool, like being able to see people generally, you know what I'm saying, do trades and stuff. So, but outside of that, I think the marketplace is by far the best thing, because people will actually be able to buy the things that they want and sell the things that they want for profit. And I think this, over time, as more people start to get this, I do hate that they kind of broke both of the currencies into 2 pieces, but I guess long term, when more and more people start to get, I guess, more trade tokens for the things that they sell, then generally, you know what I'm saying, we'll see a lot more flourish in between the marketplace. So yeah, I think that's pretty much all I pretty much have to say about the trade update. It's not really a lot, but it's definitely a big step for Bloxstrike, as more and more stuff is going to go into this game, and generally, man, it's just going to be a lot of fun. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and as always, peace.